Hi everybody, it's Guru Bob, and I'd like to personally welcome you to the challenge. This is a pre-challenge video where we discuss our browser recommendation that we suggest you use for participating in the challenge. And we recommend a browser for two reasons. The first is we'd like you to use a browser which is fast and that is able to process all of the main web technologies that we need to have to operate on the internet these days. And the second reason is that we want, as far as possible, that your experience in watching the challenge videos to be as consistent with the view of the websites that you have when you go and look at some of the sites that we are suggesting. For that reason, we like to recommend a web browser, and this year that web browser is Google Chrome. Google Chrome has come a long way. It used to be second or third behind Firefox and Internet Explorer and so forth, but it's a pretty good browser these days, very fast, and it can be extended using Chrome extensions, which we'll be recommending at the end of this video. So let's head to the screen. I'll show you how to install Google Chrome and how to find the extensions that we're recommending. And here we are at the Google Chrome homepage. The address that you're going to type into the browser is www.google.com/Chrome, and you'll be then redirected to the appropriate version of Chrome relative to where you are located and which type of computer you're accessing the website from. On this page, there's not much to do other than just click on the button that says download Google Chrome. That will download an installation file to your computer. On a PC, that'll probably be an exe file. On a Mac, that'll be a DMG file. And when that's downloaded to your computer, double click on that file, and that should install Google Chrome to your machine. And then you've got access indeed to the main Google Chrome browser. And if you look at the home page here at Google, you can see it's a very simple browser, but that simplicity it belies the power behind the scenes, because Google Chrome is a very modern web browser. It does support all the technology we need it to support. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to install several extensions into Chrome that will extend the functionality of the browser and give us access to some features that we're going to be using later on in the challenge. Most of the time when you install an extension, a little icon appears on the right hand side here next to the address bar. When you install Google Chrome for the first time, that area is probably going to be empty, but as you install extensions, you're going to acquire different icons here that do different things. At this point in time, we recommend there are 4 Google Chrome extensions you install into your Chrome browser. The first one is called PageRank Status. What this effectively does is display the page rank of the page that is currently being viewed in the browser. PageRank is a Google measure of authority, and it does have an indication of the strength of a particular website and web page, and the likelihood that it will rank well in the search engines. The second extension is called SEO Quake. Offers a range of search engine optimization features that may be useful down the track. The third extension, Google Global, allows you to change the regional focus of your search. So if you're doing a particular search in Google on a particular keyword and you want to see what, say, the results that would appear if you were located in the US, well then Google Global allows you to do that. So it allows you to change the regional focus of the browser when doing searches. And the last extension is RSS Subscription extension. Not quite sure why this functionality isn't actually hard-coded into the browser itself, because this extension is written by Google. But what it does is if you're looking at a particular site in the browser and that site has an RSS feed, then it places a nice little RSS icon in the address bar, which makes it very easy to subscribe to that RSS feed using your newsreader of choice. In the challenge, we recommend Google Reader, and you'll be particularly using this feature in the market leadership module that's coming up later in the challenge. Alright, so those are the extensions that we're recommending. Let's take a look at how we can go and install those. The first extension we'll be installing is the PageRank Status extension. In order to find and install extensions, you need to go to the Chrome Web Store, and you can go find that at chrome.google.com/extensions. And once you're at this site, all you need to do is to search in the store for the various extensions that you're looking for. So in this particular case, we're looking for PageRank status, and most of the time the extension that you're looking for should be the first one in the list, which is the case here. Just click on that. So we're clicking on PageRank status, and when you get to the specific page for that extension, there's usually an install button which you just need to click, and that will then install the extension into your browser. You can see that it has added a new icon in the extension area to the right of the address bar, and in some situations, if you click on that button, there are some options that you'll need to use. In this particular case, the PageRank status, there's no options here. Pretty much it'll just display the PageRank when you navigate to a particular site. You can see I've navigated to my own blog here at gurubob.co, and if we look at the PageRank status button here, it shows that my blog has a PageRank of 4. Not much else to say about the PageRank status extension. It's very simple. So let's move on and take a look at the next extension in the list. And that extension is the SEO Quake extension. Again, if I'm here at the Chrome Web Store and type in SEO Quake into the search box, indeed SEO Quake comes up as the #1 option. I can just click on that to go to the page, and then click on the install button to install that into my browser. You can see that it's added another little icon here in the address bar. The way that the SEO Quake extension works is it adds some additional features into the browser when you're doing a search. So if I now go across to Google and say I do a search on the challenge, let's say, and I had to refresh the page a couple of times here just to activate the extension for the first time. But you can see now that the SEO Quake features adds a number of different bits of information below each of the entries in the search engine results here. And those entries relate to different SEO factors that we might be interested in. It shows the page rank, shows the backlinks as identified by Yahoo and Bing and so forth, the Alexa rank, the age of the domain, how many times it's been bookmarked in Delicious. There's a link here to find some Whois information and so forth. So these are all sort of the characteristics of a website that we're interested in from a search engine optimization perspective. Now, you may not always want to see this information when you're doing a search. So if you want to turn off the extension so it doesn't display this in the search engine results pages, then if you come up here and right click on the button, then you can disable that extension, so that now if we refresh the page, those bits of information aren't there. Alright, well that's SEO Quake. Let's move on to the next extension we'll be looking at is Google Global. So having entered the Google Global name into the search box, you can see there's quite a number of results that come back. The one we want here is this one here with this sort of odd looking icon. Click on that and click on the install button as before, and the icon that gets installed this time is back in the extensions area to the right of the address bar. Again, to use this extension, we probably would be better if we were actually looking at the search engine's results pages itself. Having undertaken a search here, we can now click on the extension button up here and select a location here that we want the search engine results pages to be relevant to. So let's say I wanted to see the pages that are ranking in Australia for the keyword the challenge. I'd select Australia here, and then the pages would refresh, and we would now be looking at the search engine pages that Google serves to people searching from Australia. Similarly, if I wanted to look at those pages that come back in the UK, just need to select UK in the options here, and the same thing is true. Interestingly, a different challenge website is ranking in position 1 in the UK than in Australia. Our site here, challenge.co, is ranking in position 3. So that's what Google Global does, fairly straightforward. And now on to the last extension, which is the RSS Subscription extension. When you type RSS Subscription extension into the Chrome Web Store search area, a number of items get returned. The one that we recommend is the one that has by Google in the at the end of the name. Same procedure as before. And again, this time this extension installs itself, and an RSS feed will be displayed in the address bar should an RSS feed exist at a website that you're currently looking at. So if I go to a site that I know has a feed, which is the Challenge blog, as soon as the blog fully displays in the browser, this RSS icon appears in the address bar. If I wanted to subscribe to that feed, I simply need to click on that icon, select, if there are multiple feeds, select the one that I want. I will generally go for the RSS feed. And now I have a number of different options to subscribe to that feed. If I click on the drop down box, you can see that there are several services I can use to subscribe. In the challenge, we recommend Google Reader, so I select Google Reader and just click subscribe now, and that feed will be registered into your Google Reader account. Well, that's Google Chrome and all the extensions we recommend that you install. It's a really nice browser, very fast. We think you'll be fairly happy with that, and importantly, most of the videos, if not all of the videos in the challenge, are recorded using Google Chrome as the browser. So if you've got Google Chrome installed, then when you go to those same websites, they should look pretty much the same way that they do in the challenge videos. That's it from me. I'll be returning later in the challenge.